false prophets, and at one point in time, we followed them. We marched down the street with them. We believed that if they said whatever they say in that pulpit, it was the truth. How I know? Because I got family members. I grew up in the church, right? And all they doing is leading you down the path of destruction.
On Westworld. Right.
Everything is lawful. Westworld.
The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make a little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. I had 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. How damn, now I'm coming up. They coming against me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she knows she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge.
This is our history. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. And for some reason, all these other nations go around here and create doctrines, right, of our book. Our book is the only book that you can read, and then when you done reading it, you feel as though you could become a prophet. I'm here to let you know that these are false prophets. These Christian pastors are false prophets, right? If they not here under the ISUPK, they are false prophets. And we're going to break it down in the scriptures. First off, one thing you got to understand is what a prophet is. Because a lot of people think if they have a dream, if they can sit out here and speak in tongues, then all of a sudden they are prophets. That's not a prophet. The definition of a prophet, right?
A person regarded as an advocate for God.
As an advocate for God. Now you go around and you look around in these churches, right? They not advocating for the Most High. They not doing what the Most High say do. They not doing what the scriptures say do. Right? But all they do is hop around, hoop and holler and take your money. Then you gotta sit and think, your grandmother, the one who's the prophet in your family, who claims she can pray for everybody, right? She not doing what the Most High said do. They are not advocates for the Most High. But you know who is the advocates for the Most High? The ISUPK, right? Under Commander Junior Hunter. We're the advocates of the Most High, right? We're the real prophets. Let me get, Salakia, sir, can you give me Matthew 7-15? We're going to really break down, right, what happens when you follow behind these false prophets. And I get it, right? Us as a people, we've been taught so many lies growing up. From one religion to another religion, right? But I'm here to tell you what the truth is, right? The ISUPK is the truth, right? Following the Most High and keeping these laws and these commandments, that's the truth, right? You got it for me, sir?
Oh, sir. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
First thing it says is beware. Now, beware, right, basically mean watch out. Watch out for these false prophets. Continue.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing. Now, when you look at a sheep, right, you ain't worried about no sheep. The sheep nice, innocent, right, blameless. You ain't never got to worry about a sheep. Continue.
But inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
That's what false prophets is. Inwardly, they are ravenous wolves, right? Ravenous mean hungry. They not even just a regular wolf. These are wolves that really are hungry and ready to hunt. That's what they are inwardly. But outwardly, they look at you, right? They want to come up to you all soft like a sheep. That's what you got to really understand, that how strong this problem is, right, with our people. We sit around here and listen to these false prophets. And all they want to do is all they are is ravenous wolves, right? Think about it. How many stories we done heard about the Christian church, right? Sleeping with someone in the congregation, wife, right? We done heard these stories all the time, right? Let me get Isaiah 9-16. When we follow behind these false prophets, our people become destroyed. Look at this now, right? They teach us all these fake doctrines, right? They use this book and twist it in their words, right? So that they can destroy us as a people. But you got to understand that The scripture said we're supposed to be beware of them. Watch out for them. All right? Because they're ravenous wolves inwardly. You got Isaiah 9:16.
Come on, sir.
So you gotta understand, like Christian pastors, they are false prophets. And at one point in time, we followed them. We marched down the street with them. We believed that if they said whatever they say in that pulpit, it was the truth. How I know? Because I got family members. I grew up in the church, right? And all they doing is leading you down the path of destruction.
Right.
Continue. Right. You got it for me, sir?
Come on, sir. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people caused them to err.
So those was our leaders at one point in time. You had Reverend Judge Jackson. You had Dr. Martin Luther King. Right? Those was our leaders that our people followed behind. Right? And all we did was lead ourselves into a slaughter. Look at us now. Right? What is it? Segregate. I mean, what is it? It's he fought for integration, Salaya. Yeah, integration, right? Look at our people now. We don't own nothing. If we want to open up a store, guess what? Guess what we gotta go to? Right? The devils. The devils. We sat on counters, right, to sit in their shops, right? Been beat, right, and destroyed because of these false prophets. This is a basic understanding, right? False prophets lead you to destruction. The scripture says it. These aren't our words. The scripture says it. Continue. Continue.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
Destroyed. That's what the scripture says. If you follow behind these false prophets, you will be destroyed. And now, right, because we don't follow behind these false prophets and because we done lived our lives behind based on what they said do, look at us now. Look at us now. Look at our sisters, right? It's fine to become a whore, right? They push it on us, right? For our brothers, right? It's cool to push drugs and poison on our community, right? It's cool to sleep with your brother's wife, right? It's cool for real to they push laws right now. It's cool to be in an alternate lifestyle. Like that's what's up. They want it to be known. They put it on every TV show. All right? So you should enjoy it, right? That's what they want. Right? But all these things, guess where it all came from? Guess who says it's cool? The Christian church. The Christian church say those things are cool. You got it for me, sir?
Come on, sir. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. You know what the sound doctrine is? That's the truth. There's going to be a time, which is now, where our people will hear us speaking every day, every weekend, right? Right here, speaking to you, trying to tell you the truth. And now people won't hear it. You know why you won't hear it? Because you've been led by so many false prophets in your life that every time somebody speaks to you, you don't want to hear it. Continue.
But after their own lusts.
So what happens is, you don't want to hear it. You feel like, oh man, that's just some new dude talking about something. I'm tired of listening to people. You follow after your own lust. You follow after your own train of thought. Well, I got my own personal relationship with God. That's what happens. All right, continue.
Shall they heap to themselves teachers?
That's what you do. You start heating to yourself, right? God know what I got going on. Right. You feel me? I got this. Continue.
Having itching ears.
But you got them itching ears. Listen, one thing you will learn, right? When you try to get away from the Bible, you will find out and you will believe in anything that will get you away from the Bible. Right. Anything. It don't even have to make sense, but you'll listen to it. You'll have an itching ear for it. Because you know what? Nah. Right? Continue.
Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
And then you want to turn away your ears from the truth. That's what always happens. And I do understand it because I used to grow up in that, listening to these false prophets, right? And every time I hear somebody speak about the Bible, nah, man, that ain't it. You know why? Because these false prophets gave us our first introduction to this Bible. Right. And we got to realize that this is the truth of the Bible. Continue.
And shall be turned unto fables.
And that's what happened. That's how our people got turned into fables. They actually believe that the Bible, right, is a devil's book. They sit out here and say that the Bible, right, is a so-called white man's book. But everybody in the Bible black. Right. How? They leave it in there that lets you know that the white man will be destroyed. Why would they keep that in their book? But see, this is the problem, right? Because they done led you so much astray. You look at the Bible like it's somebody else's book, but in reality, it's your book, Israel. It's the blacks, Hispanics, and First Nations people's book. Let me get, can I get James 4:4? So, and that's how you gotta understand the game that these false prophets are playing with you, right? It's a tactic, right? First they set up these false doctrines, right, and get you to follow for them, and then next thing you know, you find yourself falling away, and they sitting there thinking like, yeah, that's what's up. Think of it like this: when you eat, people, that's like saying spinach is only a white man's vegetable, so you're not gonna eat spinach, right? And then come to find out, the other nations and all them, they eating spinach. They getting strong, right, off eating this spinach. Whole time the spinach was made for you, but you choose not to use it because of another nation told you this is how you're supposed to use it, right? It's not for you. And you believe them. You got James 4:4?
Kawaka, sir. James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers, and ye adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity?
Enmity. Know that the friendship of the world is enmity. Right, check this out. You know what the word enmity means? Enmity means the state or feeling of being actively opposed. Right? Continue to read where it says enmity. With God. You become enmity with God. That's right. Understand that. You become an op to God. Right. Because you chose the friendship of the world. Right. And guess who's teaching you to be friends with the world? Right. The Christian church. Right.
That's right.
When you go in there, they tell you straight up, oh, the scriptures say you living an alternate lifestyle is abomination. But guess who they got leading the choir? They cool with it. Matter of fact, the pastors, they live in the alternate lifestyle. You got the first man, lady, whatever they wanted to call it, right? He thought that was cool to put that out. Understand this, whatever the Christian church is telling you to do, it is against the Most High. You know why? Because they are a part of the world. And as long as you have a friendship with them, you will become an op to God. Listen, we understand that. We understand being in opposition to something, right? Because they always say it's on site. Imagine if the Most High was on site with us. We don't want that. Stop becoming the friend of the world. Continue reading.
Therefore, will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
You're an enemy. Understand that. When you go into these Christian churches and follow behind these false prophets, you become an enemy of God. So all that hooping and hollering, all that fake speaking in tongues, all that crying, it means nothing because you're an enemy. Understand that. Understand that. Get into the truth. Understand. Continue.
Verse 5. Do you think that the scripture saith in vain?
It's letting you know right then and there. Don't believe like the scriptures is saying this is in vain. This is a fact. The Most High said that. Right? If you become a friend of the world, you will become the enemy of the Most High.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one